Hello, good morning, and welcome back to another episode in Hutan Pantai. Yeah, so today I think I'm gonna throw some fertilizer on the fields 27 and 28. Let me check field 30 if it needs anything. Soil composition, does it need lime? It doesn't need lime. Okay, so field 30, 31 are all fully fertilized. So I will take... Yeah, I think my small Iziki tractor is still down there at the cattle farm. It is. Let's see how our animals are doing. Oh, grass is already ready to harvest. Well, that regrew fast. So how are we looking at feed-wise? Let's check our cattle just to do a little inventory of what we have and how we're doing. We have a bit of buffalo milk. I'm gonna leave that in for now. A bit of slurry. We have 3/4 of feed still in the trough. Okay, so I'm not gonna hurry with this, but it would probably be a good idea if I would cut the grass and make silage, wouldn't it? This looks like a premium grass. Who would have known? But first, I want to make my way to the farm and spread the fertilizer I was talking about. It's just about time because the crop is still in the first growing stage. And that means that I'm not gonna do any damage by driving over it. I should fertilize before the sowing, but I didn't have time. Because if I would fertilize before the sowing, I could actually do the second fertilizing now. And that would eliminate the need for row crop tires. You know, I wouldn't destroy a crop, but I believe that if I wait for a second growth stage and drive into the field, I'm gonna be destroying. Oh, and I also have some weeds in the ground. I can see that from a mile away. It's fine. I can take my weeder. I think I have one. If I remember correctly, I definitely bought it. Okay, fertilizer spreader. You are empty. Now, where did I put the fertilizer? And no, this is the seed. I'm gonna put that seed over there. So that means that the fertilizer is at with the baler. It must be in here. Okay, will this reach? Okay, it reached. Can't remember the reach. Okay, it's quite a lot, quite wide. Okay, so let's go. I'm gonna have to use the map to navigate where I have been and where I haven't been yet. But this should be a very quick job. And yeah, if I remember correctly, I can actually fertilize both fields with one pass. just a shame. I can barely see it. Okay, I can barely see it through the growth. You probably can't. So that's that. I do apologize, but there's nothing I can do. Just keep choking it. I don't know if any one of you are, or some of you are probably old enough to remember a cartoon called Courage the Cowardly Dog. There was a doctor of Indian origin who they always went to, and yeah, that doctor said, "There's nothing I can do. Just keep stroking it." So everybody kept soaking it. Okay, I have missed a few spots here and there. not gonna I'm not gonna be too fussed about it. So let me go to the other field. And after I'm done here, I have to bring some water to our mushroom growing place. Mushroom, what's it called? I forgot the name. It's not a tent, but it's a greenhouse, yeah. So I have to provide water to the greenhouse in order for it to function properly again, or to continue functioning properly. And I guess today is going to be another grassland day, because I really want to have what's it called, the silage, so I can start producing TMR for our cattle. That will boost our production, and the cows are gonna be very happy about it. I know I've talked about this some time ago, but if any one of you actually know what silage smells like when you open the bunker, it's horrendous. So it's like an acidic, like half rotten, but you know, fermented kind of smell. But cows love silage. And I always wondered, maybe some of you can actually help me, who are real farmers, but doesn't feeding silage to your cows make the milk go slightly acidic? You know, so they lactate acidic milk. Is that true or is it not? I was never sure, and I couldn't really find any good information about it, so if any one of you maybe has information about it, please let me know. I'm really intrigued about this question. Okay, now for the water. Right, and I need to put the weeder on and go into the fields, but let's see. So greenhouse for onions, not onions, the mushrooms. Okay, this is fine. Rice saplings, I'm not gonna produce anymore. Grain mill doesn't need water, and sawmill definitely doesn't need water, and it's still going through some wood. Perfect. That means we are still on production-wise. Okay, now do I have or don't I have the weeder? Because I seem to remember I do actually have it. Now it's gonna be under here and vehicles. Okay, I don't have a weeder. So why don't I check in the vehicle categories and see what we can get. Crop protection weeders. So we can get these greens for 6,500, and let's go and buy it. I'm gonna need it every year, so it's not, you know, a waste. I think this is gonna be a welcome addition to the farm. And I can also start selling some of the mushrooms. And possibly, no, I think the best price for flour, for flour and rice flour is during the winter. I might wait with that. Okay, I am back at the farm with my new weeder. It's a Grants one, 6500 or something like that. So let's unfold it. Field trip. One vehicle for all your needs. Okay. So that means I have gotten an achievement. There's another thing I wanted to talk about, and that is we are currently on build 1.4 or patch 1.4 of Farming Simulator. It has just dropped before the weekend, before I started recording, and I'm not sure if the cars are any different, but I seem to have noticed some Suzuki Jimnys, the new versions. And if that's true, I am pleasantly surprised, because that is, you know, a Japanese car or Asian car. That's picked to Asia. And yeah, it's a good thing if they added, you know, location specific traffic, so you don't have the same traffic all over the whole Farming Simulator. Yeah, there's another thing I was thinking, and that is you can see our grassland is still quite foggy. And when I previously done this, you know, foggy mowing and windrowing and stuff like that, it was difficult to watch. You gave me a very constructive feedback, so I am thinking of actually doing most of the work off screen, and then I will tag back in when we have the field ready for wrapping. So I'm gonna be mowing, I'm gonna be windrowing, and I'm gonna be baling, probably off screen, and I will tag back in when it's time to get the bales wrapped and then collected. So you can be with me on that job. I hope I'm not missing something, probably not. Yeah, so you can join me on that work or job or whatever you want to call it, because I really don't want the episodes going too long, and I also want to have progress, you know, and you can have progress while going through time. I can't make progress if I'm working, you know, two episodes per one day. That means the progress is gonna be extremely slow. But yeah, some of you might like it. I'm not sure. I have been thinking also about another style of Let's Play. And that is, you know, how some YouTubers do the vintage style roleplay and stuff like that. I was thinking of doing something similar, but without skipping anything. So, you know, I just skipped my trip to the store and then back. But I was thinking of a Let's Play where I don't skip anything. I take you everywhere with me, we do everything slow, no time lapses, no stuff like that. It might be boring. It might take a lot of time to achieve anything meaningful. But on the other hand, it might be very relaxing to listen to. You know? I'm not sure if I have enough content to talk about to make this kind of Let's Play or role play a good content, but yeah, it might be something I do. I'm not sure. So if you have any, you know, wants for let's play like this, because I've been looking around and there is no one who is doing stuff in such a slow way. On the other hand, that might be because no one would watch that, you know. And it would be, you know, wasteful to create content no one watches, while I can create content that a lot of people would watch. Okay? If you catch my meaning. So yeah, if you have any suggestions or, you know, leave your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about it? And I might give it a try. If it's not working, you know, I can always stop with the let's play, roleplay, whatever. Okay, the weeds are mostly pulled. I have probably missed something. Yeah, you can see there are still some weeds in the field, but I'm not sure why or how I can get rid of them. I'm not gonna bother. It's not overwhelming, you know. The field looks quite clean. And that's fine for me. Okay, so the weeding is all done. Let me go and put the weeder away. It's a good weeder. It's wide, it does its job. But the stuff that gets left behind, I suppose that's from the... That's something the weeder can't really fix, you know. So it's gotta be fine. I really love the fact that Giants added these small sheds to the game, you know, when you can purchase them for not a lot of money. Are we gonna fit? Nope. Okay. Right, let me check something. Do I have enough power to actually run the mower with this tractor? Because I am not exactly sure. So this one needs 100 horsepower, and I believe our Aziki tractor actually has 100 horsepower, if not a little more. It has 123. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, I will log back in when I'm done with the mowing, windrowing, and baling. I'm gonna do all three things off screen, and we will then wrap them all together and take them off the field together. Gonna have to buy another kind of bale handler for wrapped bales. You can use a spike, bale spike, to do it. Excuse me. But I want to do it realistically, quote unquote. Okay. So yeah, bale grab is gonna be another thing that I have to buy. Okay, well, it will be a moment for you, probably an hour or so for me. The field has been cut, windrowed, baled, and now I'm ready to pick up the bale wrapper. Now I'm gonna use the cheapest one. It's gonna be the GoVale 1 G1015. I am not sure if I need to actually provide the wrapper for this. Support roller, what is that? Why not? Let's go with the support roller. I'm not sure what the actual function of this is. Telehandler, no. 3-point and front loader, yes. Definitely. And rain wrap. Should we go with green bales? Ooh, nature green. Empty. Okay, so I can actually buy. And it takes 2 rows. Okay. Green. No, not. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with empty. No, if I buy something, let me let me get it with the wrap. But dark green is gonna be very difficult to see for you, so let's keep it white. I'm gonna buy it because I think I'm gonna be using it quite a lot. And I also need to get the consumables. So square bale, round bale, and Rani wrap. Okay, so this is how they are. You know, you can use, at least my point of view is you use different colors for different types. That's one thing. Or you can use different colors for bales that are produced at different times, you know. So if you have, for example, bales that you produced at the beginning of the year, you have them, for example, white. Then you produce bales in the at the end of the year, you use another color, maybe light green, so you can distinguish which color actually is. I probably didn't need to buy. It's fine. I probably didn't have to buy the wrap. Never mind. It's not gonna go to waste. It doesn't have an expiration date, so that's all fine. Anyway, so yeah, you use a different color of wrap to distinguish the bales that you produce at a later date, for example, and you can use them to actually. So you use the bales that were produced at the beginning of the year first, and then you go to the newer ones. You know, that's one way to do it. At least I am looking at it like this. So yeah, but of course you can use different colors for all sides of all different, not sides, types of situations. Right. I haven't yet checked how many bales I've produced today, but I will have to spread some lime, not lime. No, the pH is good. But I am going to have to spread some fertilizer on the grassland in order to keep it healthy and giving off as much as it can. The next thing I have to buy is a mixer wagon so I can actually start producing. And yeah, the mist hasn't gone away for the whole day. So yeah, it is probably a bit difficult for you to see. But let me check how many bales we have produced today. 18 bales. Okay, that sounds pretty good. So how do I do this? Okay, I unfold it. This should be it. Do I control it with this? No. No. Okay. It seems I don't have any control on the angle. Let's do it from the inside. So yeah, what do I just drop it and wait for the bale to be processed? So while this is going on, I might just bring the bales somewhere around here. Okay, do I drop it? No. Wait, Z? Yes. It's the same button as emptying the baler. Okay, so this is how this works. I guess it's easier to see from the inside of the cab when we are quote-unquote under the mist. Now how it's not very It's not very picky about how you go and pick up the bale. So if you put the bale down while you're in the air with the wrapper, it seems to throw the bale on its flat side, which is my preferred side of having a bale. Okay, and another thing I was looking at while I was mowing, the texture for cut grass, you know, the plant type is really well made. A big improvement from the previous game. Okay, let's see if we can actually... Oh! So this roller actually stretches out for the bale to fall on its flat side. Okay, perfect. Which means you can put the bale down on its round side, or you can put it down on its flat side. Actually gives you options. Well, that's a genius solution, isn't it? Yeah, that's a genius solution, actually. It gives you options. I always love options, you know. So you do it the way you want to do it, or the way you prefer it. So let me show you. This roller at the bottom, this black one, you will see it extend when I drop the bale. See? It went out for the bale to flip. Ha! Cool. Well, go Vale, you are the MVP. So with this knowledge, I actually want to drop bales where I want them off the grasslands, so they'll be easily picked up. You know, so I don't have to worry too much about moving them about. $18 bales. This is quite a quick job. I don't think this is gonna take too long. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th bale on the way. Cool. Well, this definitely was a teaching moment for me to find out how the bales are handled with this wrapper. So they can be outside, there's no need to put them under cover of any sort. You just have to make it in a way that they are not in the way of your operations. Okay, I went too close with this one. Fine. Anyway, the texture of cut grass is really lifelike. A lot more than it was before. So that's another observation or game appreciation moment. because we have such a small field, it's actually very easy to transport all the bales down to the cattle yard, instead of just dropping them where you wrap them. But if this was a big field, or if it would need transportation on the road, I would probably not be dropping them at the bottom of the field. Maybe in the center for easier loading, but probably not. It depends. If I would use the automatic loader, yeah, that would seem like a waste of time. Now I do have to check, because in the previous game, as soon as you wrapped a bale, it was silage. But mods afterwards made it so that you had to wait approximately 1 season. So if you were running, you know, 1 day per month, you would have to wait for 3 days until your bale was turned into silage. But in the base game it was instantaneous. So I'm thinking that it's also instantaneous in this version of the game, and we'll probably have to wait for mod to make things a bit more realistic, at least time-wise. And I am thinking in the next episode I'm gonna be selling some mushrooms, and I'm probably gonna take another load of wood or building construction materials to the temple, and I'm going to use that money to buy the mixer wagon for our animals. I will probably take the smallest, because I don't know how we will have to produce the ratio. You know, how many silage bales versus hay bales we are gonna have to put in to make a successful TMR mix. Yeah, anyway. Okay, so we have what? 3 more bales to wrap. And it's gonna be a wrap after that. And I love the way that they introduced this 3-point link, or you know, tractor carried wrapper, because previously all we had were trailed ones, at least in the base game. You could find some mods afterwards, but you know, this is a base game machine and it works astonishingly well. Yeah, I'm very impressed. Go Vale. Oh no, 4 bales. Oh no, more. Yeah, anyway, let me do a short time lapse. Okay, so the wrapping is done. I have just had barely enough wrap. You can see I am almost out, which is a fine thing, you know. I love things being consumed, so I can replenish them. But no, I was actually wrong. So you can see at the bottom right corner, you can see we have 3,500 liters of grass and fermenting 0%. Beautiful. That means that we actually have to wait for grass to ferment. Okay, so this one is 6% fermented. Beautiful. I'm gonna make this a little bit neater in between the episodes, and we will continue next time. So next time I'm thinking of putting some... Can I store this here? This is quite an awkward entrance because I had some trouble with the with the landscaping tools. But okay, I can get in. Perfect. Whoops. Wrong way. Yeah, so I am probably gonna spread some fertilizer on the grassland. And next time we're gonna tend to some things, sell some things, and probably start making TMR. But for now, this is going to be it. Thank you all for watching. I hope you had fun, and we'll see you next time. Take care and goodbye.